Hey everybody, it's Lele. She kissed me. Lele and Rob from FLX, and today I wanted to show you a special video inside the factory. It's our QC inspection standards, how we inspect every single Babymaker to make sure that when they get to you, they are the quality that we design them to be. Before we jump into the factory, please take 1 second to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you see these videos first and we can make more of them for you. Without further ado, let's go. Getting right into it, this is a beautiful Babymaker Pro in tangerine color with dropper bars, the first ones we've shown here. Our technician here is inspecting the rear wheel, everything installed here, the brakes, that they are planted, secure, nothing loose, that the wheel can spin freely when it's pedaled, that there is no resistance, no noises from the brakes. It can also be back pedaled as well. And here that the motor is labeled, that we have the correct motor in there, that it matches our spec. Moving on, just some more fine checking on that wheel, as well as the air valve on it, the Presta valve. Make sure everything is screwed in there, that nothing is loose. As well as checking for any irregularities in the spokes. None of them are loose. They all feel exactly the same as they're intended to be on both sides. The bead of the wheel is firmly planted. Checking that as well. All spokes are tight with equal tension. Okay, moving on to the front of the bike now. We are checking out the front wheel as well. So loosening up that quick release, we're making sure that the forks are firmly planted on the wheel exactly where they should be. This will be removed for shipping, but we're doing exactly the same thing here with the front wheel, making sure it does spin freely, that the brakes will stop it. Both brakes have equal tension here. These are the TRP, mechanically actuated hydraulic disc brakes on the Pro model with dropper bars. Moving on, checking the display. Turning it on. Moving on, the tech will hold the down button here to put it into walk mode, which will power the motor by itself, make sure that works correctly, and also turn the pedals and get the pedal assist working there, confirming that it does in fact work with pedal assist as it is designed. Finally, using the brake to stop the motor, he then turns the display off and back on once again, and runs it through another rotation of the pedals, making sure that pedal assist does kick in again. Now moving on, time for a hex key. So he's inspecting all of the hardware on the bike, all of the screws here on the split for the frame, for the belt to go in, also on the kickstand here, making sure that every bolt is very tight, that it's not cross-threaded here on the chainring spider for the gates belt. And because he does so many of these, a torque wrench is not required. If you do enough, you can definitely feel the tension properly by hand. Checking that crank here on the left side. The stem bolts as well, that these are tight. And this is something we do recommend when you assemble your bike, to triple check that top bolt as well here. Triple check all the bolts when you do put yours together. A little bit of redundancy never hurt. These are the bolts for the water bottle mounts. They do come with screws in there, making sure they won't come out. Also the bolts for the rear rack. And moving on, we will use a torque wrench to confirm the tension on the nuts that hold the rear wheel in, that is at the proper tension. Next up, you may have seen this before. This is the drop test. Dropping the bike several times and listening for anything that sounds out of place, anything that bounces, knocks, that can be addressed. So checking there, the reflectors, making sure those are tight, not bouncing, making any weird noises. Also, he's going to double checking the front wheel here. Just like he did with the rear wheel, we do have the label on the rim. The spokes all feel uniform, nothing loose there. Moving on, the tech is checking that the warning label is properly applied to the down tube, that all of the cables are in place. Turning off the display, and just for good measure, one more drop test. Then the bike will be wheeled over to the shipping area where it is packaged for shipping to you. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We will have more updates on exactly where the bikes are very soon, so stay tuned for that. Again, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and we, Layla and I, will see you later. Take care, guys.